Greetings to one and all present here. Myself, Kotkar, and today I will be presenting a presentation on my seminar topic, that is centralized administration context aware firewall. So this would be the contents of my seminar which I will be delivering. Talking about my project title, which is Smart Firewall, AI Powered Threat Detection and Network Control, which is from the project domain cybersecurity. And the team which is working on this is me, so motivation, how did we get motivated, or how did we got an idea about doing this project? So another day when I was installing a flashlight application on my grandfather's mobile, as he is not familiar how to use flashlight application for his mobile, I noticed that the flashlight application wanted permissions for gallery photos. So it struck in my mind that why such flashlight application or even an application needs gallery photos for flashlight application. So later when I deep dive and search about this, I came to notice that such application take permissions from you in prior, and we being in a hurry or lack of in the state of mind about noticing where we are giving permission, we give permission in the first instance. But later this may be harmful for our systems, as the data can be derived from our system or our application and can be sent to third-party applications. So the motivation behind this was that growing cyber threats require advanced security solution and traditional firewall. So as this concept comes under firewall, which is breaking the network point. So traditional firewalls do not provide granular survey, which is they only provide firewall for the networks, not for the applications. So yes. So the problem statement which we are working on is to develop an AI-powered firewall that can identify and restrict application access to external network hosts with granular control over domains, IP addresses and protocols. The firewall should be manageable through a centralized web console, monitor network users behavior and its application. And for this we have been working to integrate AI and ML in our application. Aim and objective of the project. We aim to create an application for network and security purpose which uses AI firewall for blocking and stopping the third-party preferences or interferences in the software which are not supposed to take permission from which are extra required. So yes, I will be presenting this seminar on today, that is Smart Firewall AI Detection and Network Control, and these are the seminars which will be presented by my fellow teammates. Introduction. So introducing this topic, which is the Smart AI Firewall. The reason behind this is the growing complexity, as we are seeing that each minute new application or new software pops up in our mind. Today we are discussing about Instagram, tomorrow we will be discussing about some other application. But these applications come with their own security, but as we provide them our permissions, they can access other data in our mobile as well. So literature survey. These are the research paper which I have studied and gone through for preparing my seminar, which is the limitations of traditional firewall and endpoint security. This paper discussed the limitations of traditional firewall, which is the granular control. The traditional firewalls only provide security or only provide data at the network level and do not provide at the application level, which is the granular level. So by which we cannot come to know that which application is accessing what type of data and when it is taking. Also the second research paper which I reviewed was application level firewall for endpoint protection. So as the traditional firewall does not concentrate on the application level, which is the granular level, the new generational firewalls concentrate on the granular level, but they are not AI driven. We are planning and we are working on AI driven firewalls which would inculcate AI system for security of the application. Centralized management for firewall policies. So each application has its own manifest policies which are provided by the app on Play Store itself. So we are planning to create an AI which would check the manifest policies which are provided by the application and then compare with the application it is with the work which is supposed to do. So for example, as we discussed about the flashlight example, the manifest file by the flashlight app would be provided. Our AI would check that does flashlight application really require the gallery or photos permission. So the answer is obviously no. So it would recommend to the user if any of them try to access some external data which is not required by the application or which is not permitted by the user to the application, it would notify to the user. So as we discussed the challenges, traditional firewalls and SD plans, which are the software defined wide area network, which provide network for a wider area and which is useful in our project for managing the traffic at a single point. So the first challenge which the traditional firewalls face is lack of granular control. They provide only the network layer information, not the application layer information, which goes tough for the user to hold. Second challenge faced by traditional firewall is limited visibility. Uniform policies are applied across all the points and it does not give chance to give customization in the policies which are going to be implemented by the application or for the user. Challenges in threat detection. As the policies are dynamic and as the policies are static and they cannot be changed, if a new malware tries to interrupt the server or tries to attack and it is not crossing any lines of the policies, it gets hard for it to detect as it only focuses on the policies, not on the traffic which is coming. So solution for this is AI-driven firewall. So what AI-driven firewall would do is, firstly, it would collect all the information which is given to a particular application, and after taking that, it would compare it with the permissions which are actually required for the application. So, for example, if a company is working on Zoom call and Zoom call like feature, not Zoom call because that is more advanced and it has already complexified whatever is needed. If application is working on a video call feature and it is accessing your documents, so behavior and modify it. On-pop overlay architecture. On-pop overlay architecture is used in traffic management of the network. It basically focuses on one point at a single traffic. So basically, when a malware attack or something happens, it will basically detect that if my WhatsApp data is going somewhere at midnight at 3 AM, or if I am using 1 GB per minute data at night when usually I am not working on something and the transferring speed is 1 GB. So it would notify that some files are getting transformed at a higher speed which usually should go. So it also goes in anomaly detection which provides security to this. Centralized policy management. So the policies provided by traditional firewalls are centralized and they cannot be changed. So, and there is a uniform console for each and every application. So what are we planning to do is provide a console where you would see that the permissions which you are given to all applications at a single instance. So basically, we are working to provide a solution where you would see all the permissions. For Instagram, you are given camera view. For Facebook, you are given else things. For Notepad, you are given else things. So the permissions would be noted down, and then you would also be notified if the permission externally you are exemplifying or crossing any permission of use. So applications of the system are enterprise security, cloud-based data centers, government, healthcare networks, financial institutes, and defense. In conclusion, I would like to say that we studied about different firewalls and their application. We understood that how traditional firewall is not applicable at granular level, that is application level, and how AI can be how AI can be used for enhancing the firewall and understanding better and doing better in firewall systems. Next. So these are the references which I preferred and the research papers are for presentation. Architecture, pop overlays and explain like the single point. Ma'am, actually I have only referred that paper for points which are SD and one port overlay because that poses very less relevant to the original topic which I am working on, which was AI firewall. So I just.
Are there any limitations associated with this firewall?
With the traditional or with the new which we are? The limitations would be that if a company changes its basic policies, the transition period between the AI updation and the network policy which is changed by the company itself would be fine. So if the policies are changed and we aren't updated about that, so it would get passed away, but that would be a threat if it has been updated. Thank you.